Hi everyone. Welcome to SOS Congo Space. My name is Ikenzo, and I guess I'll be your tour guide for today. We'll do a little tour of the center, and then I'll tell a little bit about our story and how we ended up here, where we are. I'll do a little tour maybe first to start. Here are a couple tables set up from when the youth who do our tutoring program. They're here Tuesdays and Thursdays. So right now it's Monday, so we're just cleaning up from a busy weekend. There was a band that rehearsed right in this space here. They come on Saturday nights. There's on Saturdays as well. We run a basketball program. Just if we go outside, you can see that there's a central sportsplex area, just a little bit over the hill that way. And yeah, about 40 to 50 youth come through here. So we feel that we're in a decently good area. And in order to continue the work, right now we're just looking for partners or looking for individuals that can help carry us to the next phase of what we're trying to do here. So as we go upstairs, I'll tell you a little bit about our story and how things started. So, for those who don't know me, I was born and raised in a Christian environment, Christian church. I was actually born in a city called Regina, Saskatchewan. My parents were there studying and happened to be born. But I moved back to Congo or Zaire at the time, when I was about 3 months old, I want to say. So I look at the storage, everything we have here. Yeah, when I was about 3 months old, went back to Congo, found my way back in North America at 9 years old, 10 years old, 8 years old, is something like that. And at the time, I still was going to church. I never officially ever left the church proper, but yeah, it had the typical North American upbringing until my late teens, early 20s. There was another transition, a shift in my life. What happened was my parents moved back to Congo almost permanently, and I was gonna stay here with my brother and sister. It was pretty much just us. At the time there, I decided, maybe I need different experiences. I felt disconnected from my culture, so at the time my parents were going back to our culture, I was stuck here, and I felt like I wasn't really Congolese. So when I'd be around Congolese people, like I would not know any Lingala. I wouldn't know the songs that they were singing. Even some of the jokes like would kind of go over my head. I felt disconnected. So I started attending a church that was more Congolese. And once I got in, yeah, it was a breath of fresh air. The rhythms, the music, the connection, the warmth, the people, all of that was something that deeply impacted me. The community at the time, we had somewhat of a community, wasn't the biggest or maybe even the best organized, but it was something. Um, and as I started going, it didn't take long for the structure of that community to kind of let's just say, yeah, went through a lot of difficult transitions. And as that structure disappeared, it became clear that there's a big gap in leadership in this community. And that was all compounded by, we're going upstairs now, by the fact that in that time we had like a whole bunch of youth losing their lives. So this all happened maybe, I want to say, the last one was maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. But it all started maybe I want to say 10 years ago that things were going down, 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 down. And the youth, I think we had 6 youth lose their lives. So random situations. One was found by a river, another one at a bus stop, another one at a McDonald's um, bathroom, another one in a hotel, another one got shot, another one committed suicide. So like a lot of youth, all of them youth too. And so we decided like, what are we gonna do? How are we gonna respond to this? So me, a bunch of youth of age mates who had gone to college and were graduating decided that we should start an organization where we can address some of these things and bring back the good vibes that were there in our community. So yeah, we did that, started SOS Congo, and been working in the community ever since that time. So our major goal was to first bring back good vibes in the community, but also have something that we could call the center of our village. So you see us up now, we're upstairs. There's a couple offices here, boardroom, office, another office here, another one over here. So after almost 10 years of working, of doing programs with the youth, music programs, leadership programs, job readiness programs, a lot of work in the past 10 years, we found ourselves in this space here where we have a physical location. And when I reflect upon our journey and our life and everything like that, it's sometimes funny to me because like I left the church to have more of experience in my community, to understand my community more. But looking back at it, I see now that the Alliance is kind of a community of mine too, because the work I ended up doing in the community is I'm pretty much a missionary, like pretty much a missionary without the title. So SOS Congo is something that we started off with. We first prayed when when we started this group because we thought like, how do we address the needs of this community where youth are kind of just lost and we're just a little bit ahead. You know, like how can we manage this? You know, but we had faith in God and we trusted. And now we're at the stage where one of the big goals that we had to get a space, to get a center, we now have it. And now we've got to figure out what do we do with this space here. And that's why for us, we're looking to start a new venture, a new expression for some of the youth who were, or some of the people who were just in my position before, where you're in a church, perhaps you want a more community-based experience, but you want things to run in an organized way to also work out. So we're looking to open up and run a new venture that we're hopefully gonna be in this main area here. We already have up to 60 chairs. We're ready to receive people. But what we need is, yeah, some guidance, some support, accountability, all of those kind of things we need. We need individuals who can come journey with us and see what the next phase of what SOS Congo is gonna do is gonna look like. So right now we have just the upstairs and downstairs of this space here. But our vision is to have a Christ centered community. And with all the work that we've done and the relationships we have, we think that we're really close to being able to have a community center that serves the community where anybody can come. You don't necessarily have to be a, a, a Christian, but a place where you can come, where people know you, where you can engage into things happening in the community. You can not feel isolated or by yourself, and help us grow to make it, yeah, go somewhere bigger than any of us thought was possible. You know, we have a lot of dreams and visions, like outside here. If you see behind me, there's a big field that's mostly used by homeless people right now. So if you guys don't know Calgary, where we're at is we're in the Marlborough area. So Marlborough Mall would be right behind me, and here, yeah, you can see there's actually a lot of groups around this area here. So the Jamaican community has a hall just behind me here. Haiti's there as well. Antigua, I believe, is on the other corner. There's a lot of churches here in this complex, and we're only like a 5 minute walk from the train station itself. So hopefully one day in the field you see behind me there, we'll be able to put a community garden where people can come plant, you know, well, whatever, even cassava, whatever you want to eat from back home, and maybe put a community park there for gatherings. We want to have a self-sustaining business. So if you can see, there's a bay that's opened up right beside us here, and some of the youth who don't have jobs are now asking, say, hey, can we put maybe like a car wash or a small garage there to give people jobs, so they can do, yeah, what they kind of need to do there. So you can see a big picture of the space that we have right there be behind me, and yeah, we're just looking to build it out, have people who can support us as we kind of engage in the community, community, and help us be accountable as we bring something Christ centered, as we bring Christ into the discussions that we have, and everything that we're looking to do there. So hopefully this was a good visualization of where we're going, and I'll send a little email as well to explain further some of the programs that we do and everything else happening. But I think sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, so hopefully this video is worth millions. All right, bye for now.